Welcome back. Now, a horrific development in the investigation into the crash of Germanwings Flight 9525. The French magazine Paris Match and the German newspaper Bild reporting that they've obtained video of the flight's final moments. They say the video was recorded using a cell phone from someone that was on that plane. They have not released the video but described the scene on board as chaotic with intense screaming. And airline officials now say they did know that Lubitz suffered from a previous episode of severe depression back in 2009. They say it was revealed after further internal investigation, and they've turned over all those documents to the German prosecutor. Now, for more on that investigation, including reports of the video, let's bring in Karl Penhaul. He joins us from near the crash site in the French Alps. And Karl, quite incredible that authorities have found the cell phone video at the scene. What are they learning from it?
Lynda, I would really urge a strong dose of caution here. That version from Bild and from Paris Match is just not confirmed. But let me tell you what they are reporting, what they say that they know from what they have classified as a source close to the investigation. I don't know what they mean by that terminology, but they say a source close to the investigation. They say that that source has described the video, a cell phone video, to them. They themselves have not published that video. According to their own reports, they say that the cell phone video is too blurred to make out passengers. They say that there is audio on that recording that you can hear passengers shouting, "Oh my God," in several different languages. They say that you can also hear a metallic banging consistent with the pilot trying to tear down the cockpit door to get back in. And they say that as the seconds pass, you then hear more screams, a bang, more screams, and then nothing. Is it true? Well, we have run this version that Bild and Paris Match are publishing by the heads of the recovery teams here on the ground in the French Alps. Now, when I say recovery teams, these are the heads, the guys that are actually doing the work, the guys that are actually combing. These would have been the guys that would have picked up any cell phone or any cell phone memory card. Just a few moments ago, the heads of those recovery teams have told us, yes, they have recovered cell phones and parts of cell phones. They say that they cannot tell us right now how many cell phones and parts of cell phones they have, but they say that there is a chain of custody. Those elements are gathered there at the crash site, brought back here to the staging post, and then will be sent on to the Criminal Research Laboratory in Paris. But they say categorically that right now, none of that cell phone material, none of the parts of the cell phones recovered have been sent to Paris yet. They're still here. On top of that, they also categorically deny that any material from those cell phones has yet been extracted. That job just hasn't been done yet, they say, and so they're categorically denying that this Bild and Paris Match report can be true, Lynda.
Right. Well, that report aside, you've made your way along the new path that's been cut to reach the crash site. When will family members make that journey, and what can you tell us about the hunt for the second black box?
Right, well, it's still a long way off before family members can actually go right up to the crash site. That is because this is still a crime scene investigation. From what we heard, again, from the heads of recovery teams this afternoon, is that perhaps the recovery of remaining body parts at that site will be completed within 2 days. They will then work hard to recover personal possessions that have been left at that site. That could include ID cards, it could include jewelry as well. They reckon that that job will be completed by Sunday or Monday at latest. That is much quicker than initially predicted. Now focus is turning to recovering the second black box, the data recorder, and they have a hunch. They believe that that data recorder could be buried. Let's hear what one of the captains heading the recovery efforts had to say about that.
Once all of the body parts are removed, we will rake. We ordered rakes and shovels in order to remove gravel and pieces of soil. Everything will be raked in order to see if it has been buried under the rocks.
Now, when we hiked up to that crash site a few days ago now, it's a very steep-sided gully, and part of that gully is covered with very loose soil and gravel and shale. So it's under there that they're starting to probe to see if they can find the second black box. Of course, there is another possibility that the speed of the impact just pulverized that black box completely. They may never find it, Lynda.
That is true, and if it still does exist, it'll be a very difficult search. Karl Penhaul in the French Alps near the crash site, thank you very much.